Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawah from the Men of Valor campaign in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video on sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And I got a couple articles, all right, with some breaking news, all right. Now, the West have they're about to focus on Iran, all right, and probably about to declare war, and I'm going to show you why, right? So right here, this is from the Jerusalem Post, and this was put out on the 2nd, which I believe is yesterday. It says, new resolution calls for U.S. Israel to keep all options on the table to counter nuclear Iran. All right, this is very important, right? It says New York. It says the U.S., Israel, and their allies should keep all options on the table to counter and contain the threat from a nuclear-armed Iranian regime, according to a resolution introduced this week by members of the House and Senate. And this is this week. They had another one, but now they're about to do it. I think they're about to do another one. It says, Graham said this resolution does not authorize the use of military force, but establishes the truth regarding Iran's nuclear intentions and capabilities. And they're lying, man. I think that's, who was that, Lindsey Graham? They lying. It will be military. Verse, it's like not verse, but the next paragraph, it says the resolution affirms that Iran's continued pursuit of nuclear weapons capability is, damn, so like this shit jumping all over the place. Where we at? The resolution affirms that Iran's continued pursuit of nuclear weapons capability is a credible threat to the U.S. and an existential threat to Israel and other allies and partners in the Middle East. U.S. demands Iran cease threatening national security. It also demands Iran cease any and all activities that threaten the national security interests of the U.S., Israel, and its allies. And they're not going to fucking listen to this shit, man. The Iranians, they literally chant down America. All right, so they're not about to listen to your words. It says, and they have the backing of Russia, which is biblical prophecy. It says White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, I'll say that, was asked during Friday's press briefing for further details on President Donald Trump's Iran policy. She repeated Trump's threat of causing hell to pay against Iran and its proxies should the ceasefire and hostage release deal not come to an agreement. Leavitt did not go into detail about how the Trump administration plans to thwart a nuclear Iran. Fetterman said the resolution sends an unmistakable message. All options are on the table to prevent a nuclear-armed Iran. Now, how the hell? All right, let's show you this devil speaks with a forked tongue. Because in one breath, Lindsey Graham is saying that they're not going to use military force, but they're saying keeping all options on the table. All right, so read between the lines, man. They're going to do either a preemptive strike on Iran, or they're going to do a false flag like they did in with what it is, to go to war, to declare a war on terror. All right, now it's about to be a war on Iran. It says Britt stated peace is achieved through strength, the tagline of Trump's foreign policy agenda. And there will be no peace with this devil, man. All right, absolutely none. All right, what is this shit? All right, so, but that's the meat of this this article. All right, they're saying all options on the table now. Check this out. All right, this is from the Yahoo News. All right, so this is an American news platform. So check this out. It also says the Telegraph right here, so that might be who it's by, and Yahoo News is, re-uploading it maybe. It says Iran secretly building nuclear missiles that can hit Europe. All right, so just how ironic that they're coming up with these resolutions. They're coming up with these, legislation. All right, which that's how they're able to basically rule with an iron fist by way of their policies. All right, and that's actually scriptural. Let's get this real quick. Daniel chapter 8 and verse 25. And this is speaking about Antiochus Epiphanes, of course, but he was an Edomite. All right. And these devils, they move in like manner, man. Verse 25, it says, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. All right. They want to thwart their enemies, like that word, that word they use. All right. They want to eradicate any type of threats, man. And Iran is a threat. All right. Iran is not like Pakistan or Afghanistan or Iraq or these African countries that they've gone in and just invaded. All right. It's a reason why they haven't been able to invade Iran. First of all, they have a backing from not only North Korea, but also, China. All right. China and Russia. Russia being their biggest ally. And Russia and America aren't on the best of terms. All right. And they're not going to be on the best of terms. Ezekiel 38, as we always go into, all right, Russia's going to be a guard unto Persia, all right, which is Iran. All right, these are the ancient Persians, man. All right, so they got they warriors. All right, they ain't about to go out without a fight. It says, once again, verse 25, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Okay? By peace, they're going to destroy many. So they come with the guidance of, we're trying to bring peace to the earth, whatever. All right, which the scriptures say that you were that red horse that was set up to take peace from the earth, right? So they use these policies, house resolutions, executive orders, legislation. All right, it says, and by peace shall destroy many. All right, so in the name of peace, they're going to be killing up a bunch of people, man. In the name of peace, they're going to go to war with Iran. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. So going back, all right, through these policies, these resolutions and shit, all right, they, they're able to act out these, really acts of terror, man. And they're waging war on these different nations. So continuing on, all right, it says Iran secretly building nuclear missiles that can hit Europe. And, why is that important? Because Europe, NATO, and the EU, as of right now, they're America's allies. We know that NATO and the EU will turn on America, but as of right now, they're allies. It says Iran is developing nuclear missiles with a range of 3,000 kilometers. And it's over with if Russia gives them originate missiles. It says developing nuclear missiles with a range of 3,000 kilometers based on designs handed to the Islamic regime by North Korea. The Telegraph can disclose. The National Council of Resistance of Iran, which has previously exposed details of Tehran's secret uranium enrichment facilities, has shared information on how the Islamic Revolution Guard Corps are expanding their weapon programs. The exiled opposition group says that the two sites camouflaged as communication satellite launch facilities have been used to arrest the production of nuclear warheads. They are both under the control of the Organization for Advanced Defense Research, the regime's nuclear weapons arm. All right, and they showing it. It says Iranian mullahs are masters of lies, deception, and evasion. It sounds like Esau, man. It says for over 2 decades, they have used negotiations and the West's leniency as a means to advance their nuclear weapon program. And who's to say that America, who is America to say that, oh, you can't have nukes. You can't have nuclear. Well, America got nukes, and America's enemies have nukes. Even Pakistan got nukes, man. All right, but who is America to say that a country can't have nukes, that a country can't defend themselves against these damn devils, man? That show you these are devils. They want people, just like they want to take people's guns away and just go and blast on these niggas, which is a snare under them because in America, all these niggas got guns. That's why this when they try to take down these Americans, man, it's going to be met with violence. All right. But nonetheless, this is how this devil moves, man. He trying to disarm his enemies. It says, threatening global peace and stability. Man, Esau threatens global peace and stability. It says Suna Samsami, a U.S. representative of NCRI, told the Telegraph, Tehran has never been as weak and vulnerable as it is today. The desperate Iranian regime is thus speeding up the development of nuclear weapons. Now's the time, man. They saying they weak, man. All right, and we're gonna bring out a scripture. It says, now's the time to hold the regime accountable for internal killings, regional warmongering, and nuclear weapons development, she added. And Esau is a fucking hypocrite, man, because all these things they're claiming Iran is, America is. That's the crazy part about it. It says that the first site, known as the Sharud missile site, about 35 kilometers from a city of the same name, SPND and IRGC Aerospace Force experts have been working on producing a nuclear warhead capable of being fitted to a GOM, I don't even know how to say that, 100 solid fueled rocket with a range of 3,000 kilometers. Missiles with that range would allow Iran to launch nuclear strikes deep into Europe from its territories, as far as the likes of Greece and regional targets such as Israel, Tehran's arch enemy. It says they have been at least 3 successful launches of the rocket, which the NCRI says enhances the regime's capability to deploy nuclear weapons. The IRGC has also announced plans to test more advanced of those rockets in the coming months. Previous tests at the site were conducted as satellite launches, as the rocket were described as satellite carriers to conceal the regime's alleged nuclear missile program. Okay. They got more, but you can read on, I ain't gonna bore you with, but nonetheless, all right, just wanted to get, that first article, all right, which the U.S. is, the U.S. and Europe are pretty much coming up with policies to keep all options on the table. Okay. Remember, Biden was speaking about a preemptive strike against Iran if they found that Iran was trying to create nukes. Well, what article did we just read right here? That they're doing it. So what is America going to do? Either they're going to set up a false flag so they can go to war with Iran, or, they're going to just hit them. They're just going to say fuck it and hit them because they have the policy to be able to do it, But they're calling them weak. But what does the scripture say, man? Because the Lord is ultimately putting a spirit on these nations, all right, great and small, to prepare for war, not prepare for peace. Here it is, they talking about world peace and shit, but, everybody's building up their nuclear arsenals. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, all right, not peace, but war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong. Didn't they call Iran weak? They saying they're weaker than they ever been. All right, but now if Iran gets nukes from North Korea or Russia, all right, which is probably Russia giving them all nukes, North Korea and Iran, these Originac missiles and shit like that, sliding them under the table, then that's the weak saying that they're strong. Now they can strike Iran, they can strike within Europe. All right, and that's a threat because these Originac missiles from Russia, America doesn't have any technology to be able to combat against that yet. So do with that as you will. But these nations, the Lord is putting a spirit on these nations to build up, their nuclear arms, preparing soldiers, preparing artilleries, preparing, vehicles, all type of shit. Because World War III, all right, hey, we in the midst. All right, we in the beginning stages of World War III, and it's gonna go nuclear. All right, but it's not gonna go nuclear until the CHIP, the MOTB, all right, is declared mandatory throughout the earth. Okay, that has to happen first. But the groundwork, the policies, the talks, the threats are all being laid out, all right, for this great battle. It says, verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, all right, the valley of the Lord's decision. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. So we see America getting their policies ready, and they're already pointing the finger at Iran. This is something to look out for. All right, as watchmen, all right, those that are watching measuring the time diligently, that's something that we should definitely be watching for. Iran plays a major part in nuclear prophecy, or not nuclear prophecy, but end time prophecy, all right, which involves nuclear war. And once again, Iran is Israel's pretty much number one enemy. Okay, so, and they have the backing of China, they have the backing of Russia. So you have your axis of resistance, so to speak, against the West. All right, already set up with BRICS and all this shit. You got the economic thing going on. All right, with Trump trying to put tariffs on any nation that doesn't want to deal with the dollar. You know, because the BRICS currency or the BRICS nations, they're trying to get away from the dollar. They're trying to dethrone the dollar, and Trump in America is trying to keep that supremacy. Okay, so you know, hey, it's gonna end. They're gonna end up fighting, man. And all wars are bankers' wars. All right, this is something that definitely is orchestrated. And you know, we've known through the spirit that they've been trying to get Iran for years, man. The upper elites, you know, North Korea as well. So we'll see what goes on with that. But you know, be not surprised if you see something go down, and they talk. You know, you hear Iran all in the news, whether it's a false flag over here or whether it's, you know, America goes ahead and goes to war with them, or you know, they hit Israel or some. Iran hits Israel or something, but we'll see. All right, but the Lord definitely is putting a spirit on these nations to build up their nuclear arsenals. All right, for the day is at hand, man. The terrible day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is fastly approaching, man. All right, for you damn heathen. All right, but Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.